my producer. Pull from the hip for a fifth, I'm the shooter. Dog, I do ya. But the two don't discriminate, cause I shoot the guy
I ain't
next
heard
to
that
you. I can
podcast.
see right through you.
UConn will beat a small university men's team.
Ooh, probably yeah.
So, but after,
I have to do that
yeah,
unless the boys just be posting everybody up.
and that was my thing. But after seeing some of your highlights, I said, "Oh man," I said, she'll probably drop me, man." And I said, "She'll probably drop Vince too." Vince said, "No, I'm gonna push her down." I said, "Well, damn, man."
Yeah. I'm a point guard. I'm sitting down. No,
Hey, but the funniest thing I told him is if he was to push you down, you gonna get up and be ready to either fight or you gonna do the same move again.
That's funny.
What up, everybody? We back with the I Ain't Heard That podcast where we're bringing you positive interviews. Got another interview today. Got my host here with me, Marvin. Vince, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Good, fellas. K.A. Psy to the day I die.
All right, everybody good?
We got PG.
That's true. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Marvin. He's going to go ahead and introduce our new guest today.
Man, I'm super honored, man. The young phenom, man, a.k.a. Money Mya. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am swell. Thanks for jumping on with us.
No problem.
Well, I'll start off with the first question. This is a question I always wanted to know. Why didn't you go to DEPSA with Coach Brown?
I just felt like, A-Dub and my dad felt like Arbor Prep was a better situation for me. Something I like be more comfortable in, like a situation I could be myself in. So that's one of the main reasons.
Okay.
Question I got for you is, when did you first develop the love for the game, and when did you know that you could be something special?
When I realized I first loved it for real is when I started playing with the boys. It's really like when I was about 8 to 9 years old. That's when I actually start training with A-Dub. So he got me kind of confident in playing basketball. And when I first thought I was actually kind of good, it was really freshman year of high school, to be honest. That's when I really felt confident about myself. But, yeah.
Then why Arbor Prep? I know you say your dad and A-Dub thought that would be a better situation, but what was the main reason? Did you like the coach, the campus? What was one of the main reasons you wanted to go there?
Yeah, it's like a family based, even though DEPSA was a family based school too. I just felt like I was more free at this. Arbor Prep, I'm more free at that school. So I could do, more things. I could actually be a leader at that school. Being a starting freshman, of course, at DEPSA, it was going to be a B team. So I would have been on the B team. So I feel like Arbor Prep did that. I made it on the varsity team as a freshman. So I just felt like, that was a better way for me. And also my exposure at Arbor Prep is way better than it would have been at DEPSA because I would have been on the B team, like I said. So, my being on a newspaper and all of that, being at Arbor Prep kind of helped me do that. So, yeah.
You spoke about being a leader, and most point guards are usually the leader of the team. Just saying that, Skip. I know you're big. But anyway, most point guards are the leaders of the team. How do you lead? I mean, are you more by actions, or, is your voice louder in the huddle?
Yeah, I'm really a leading by action kind of leader, but I'm also working on my vocal leadership too. I'm getting way better at that. Yeah, I'm really not a loud person. So, in college I'm gonna have to speak more, of course, being a point guard. So yeah, I'm usually a like a leading by example leader. So, but you know, I'm definitely getting better at, you know, speaking more. So
Let me ask you this: how did it feel when you scored your 1,000 point?
it felt good. I was very, you know, grateful to have that accomplishment. Being the youngest player at that school to have or to get that accomplishment. Definitely my teammates and my coaches played a big role out of that. So I definitely want to thank them for that, because without them, I couldn't do that.
Did you know it was your 1,000 point? Like, you know how sometimes people be like, hey, you got to score 5 points and you'll be at 1,000, or was it just, hey, you scored and everybody was just start going crazy?
Nah, I actually did not know like I was that close. Like before the game, it was one of the parents had like some green balloons and stuff. So I asked one of the players, I was like, what's that? Who birthday is something? Or I asked what was going on, and then a teammate was like, somebody's birthday or something. I just went along with it. And then at the end of the game, it was like a little presentation. I was still confused. And then when they held up the poster, I was like, oh wow. So yeah.
You got to your 1,000 points, but you also utilize something that's missing out the game. You still use the mid range quite often. You know, usually now it's either post or three. Who hit you to the mid game?
My A-Dub, and it's like all my coaches saying if I use my mid range more, I get a whole bunch of more buckets, like easier points and stuff. So I started trusting my mid range more. So yeah, I feel like that was like a big step with my game, because without the mid range, I probably wouldn't score half the points now.
So let me ask you this: who was you guys' rival game? Like, you know, every year you circle that game on the calendar and like, you know what? When I play them, we're gonna beat them by 30 and I'm gonna have 50. Who is that game?
This year or like last year?
Give me this year and last year.
This game, well, this year I meant, it was either Grass Lake. It's the team we're probably gonna play Wednesday after Monday game. And I think Chandler Park. So that was two teams that we was looking forward to play this year. And last year it was Chandler Park and yeah, it was just really Chandler Park and probably Huron, Ann Arbor Huron.
Now, what would you say better prepares you, or you think is preparing you for college? Would you say that it's your high school schedule or your AAU schedule? Which one do you think ramps up the competition a little better?
AAU, definitely AAU, because it's a lot more better competition at AAU than high school basketball.
Talk about your upcoming game, because you know it's always a blessing to still be playing in March. You know, you could be knocked out at any time. So tell me, like, the upcoming game, who you guys play, and then your mindset going into that game.
Monday we played Lenawee Christian. We just played them recently, actually. We beat them, but you know it's still gonna be a good game because they looking for us to do the same thing as us, like win, and they're not trying to get kicked out. So we definitely gotta practice better than ever tomorrow, because you know you never know when it's gonna end. So yeah, we gotta come 100% prepared.
Would you say you're more comfortable in a half court game or up tempo game, getting up and down?
Up tempo for sure. I'm really comfortable in any situation. It's just like I'm used to playing more up tempo.
So you go pick and roll and you get the big switched off on you. Do you go 1-4 low and take the big, or are you still thinking, let me see who else is open?
Nah, I gotta take the big. I gotta take the big.
So and not to jump to your senior season, because your senior year is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are I know you're still playing, so don't take this the wrong way, but what are some of your senior season goals? I know Miss Basketball and hopefully McDonald's All-American is on those lists, but what are some goals that you have going into your senior year?
Actually, probably just win another state championship. Individual or like team goals?
Give me both.
Yeah, team goals. I say another state championship. Individual. Uh, that's a good question. Probably increasing my score average and all my stat lines, and team goals, just getting better as a team and upping our chemistry more. I know it's a whole bunch of seniors that's leaving this year, but actually leading more, because it's next year is it's basically my team, so I'm gonna just have to keep showing my leadership, and that's pretty much it.
With a nickname like Money, I know you're a walking bucket. Okay, so when the other team trots their star out on the floor, are you one of those? I got them. Slap the floor. Let's sit down. See who's the best. Or
Well, so yes, I am, but my coach depends. Well, he doesn't. He doesn't depends. He wants the best defenders to guard the best players, but sometimes I just be like, they're the best player on the court. Why can't I guard them? So either the second half I take them, because I can't guard them the whole game because the coach need me on the offensive end too. So they don't want to tire me. But yeah, I'm definitely one of those type of players too. It's just I know it's better defenders on my team, so I let them have it. But I when I want to actually guard up, I actually step up to the challenge. But I'm gonna start doing that starting Monday. I'm gonna guard all the best players on the team.
So you better get you some extra cardio in, because you got to guard, but you got to go get buckets too. So you got to make sure you get a little bit of extra running in too, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So let me ask you this: playing high school and playing AAU, because you played with the Michigan Storm, which one you enjoy the most? Playing with your high school team or traveling all around the United States of America playing with your AAU team?
Enjoying more, I'd say traveling, just traveling. But I mean, my high school team is pretty good too. I love playing with them actually, but it's more enjoyable playing with AAU.
You got any superstitions you want to tell us about? Do you put the socks on the same way every game, or anything you can share with us? Same
You said
pregame
socks.
meal.
You said game day meal. I don't really have a game day meal. I kind of eat Subway probably before games.
That's a superstition? Is that what you do every game?
I think, yeah, most games, yeah, it's a Subway before games or something, a little sub. What else? I just be listening to music every game. Well, before games, that get me in my mode.
Same sub.
Before the championship game, what song you putting on?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't have a specific song. I had a whole playlist, so it's a whole bunch of songs that I'm playing.
So playing at AAU, give me the top player you played with and the top player you played against.
Top player I played with, probably Gabby Elliott. She won Miss Basketball last year. Against I don't know names. I don't know names. Yeah, it's a few of them though. I just can't remember any names though. But I know Gabby Elliott was one of the top players I played with played with for a few years.
So are you looking at the women's NCAA tournament? I'm going to be there. Those two young ladies playing today, UConn and Iowa, got two freshmen that's killing the game. Do you see yourself I want a piece of that?
Yeah, for sure. I really don't watch girls basketball like that, but like I won't watch like a whole game, but I watch like some quarters, a couple quarters, but I definitely still study their game, and because I talked to a whole bunch of college coaches, and I still want to tune in their game. So yeah, that actually helps like with my future goals and stuff. Studying what kind of playing styles they have and everything, and comparing it to my game. So yeah, I feel like watching it will help me, for the future.
Who are some of your inspirations in the women's game that you kind of pattern your game off after?
Let's see, a player you said?
Yeah, or is it just an NBA player?
It used to be Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell was one of the players I like. I like her game a lot. Candace Parker, Maya Moore, Skylar Diggins. I like all them players. Yeah, that's pretty much all the players I kind of, watch the most. Well, I used to watch them. Let me see. NBA players, Kyrie Irving. It's a whole bunch. Who else? Curry, KD, Devin Booker, all of them. So Damian Lillard. It's a whole bunch of players that I look up to.
So quick question, because not to cut you off, because I just had this argument in the barbershop. You wearing Kyries or you wearing Steph Curry's?
I wear Kyries. I used to, yeah, I used to have like 2 pairs of Kyries, to be honest, but Kyrie's more comfortable for me.
Okay.
When the clock's ticking down and you watching the NBA game, who's the best person to go to take the last shot?
Between who? Kyrie and Curry?
Kyrie and Curry.
To go with probably Curry. Curry.
All right, let me ask you this: Curry or Dame Dollar?
Ooh. Maybe Dame. I gotta go with Dame. It's kind of hard, to be honest. I couldn't even really answer the Kyrie and Curry question, but I probably have to go with Dame on that one.
Okay, well let me ask you this. Go ahead.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Skip.
Now, what's your dream college? Like, as growing up as a kid, like, when you make, just playing around, you're like, I want to go to this college. What was your dream college growing up?
It used to be UCLA. To be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
So what are the things you? Oh, go ahead.
Where are the things? What? Go ahead.
I was about to ask, what are the things you're looking for when you pick? Because I know you ain't made a decision yet, but when you're making that decision for your college, what are some of the things you're looking for in picking a college?
Just how my game could fit in their, program. Cause like I'm a scoring point guard, so most colleges really, like I heard some colleges really don't like them type of point guards. So like I just need like a college, to understand and like trust my playing style, and not try to change my game. And like a family-based school. I just like need a good coach, to be honest. Like a good coach. I usually really don't play for like female coaches, but if it's like a female coach that's like understandable and understand my game, I could roll with it. But also like a school probably that got a good entrepreneurship program too, because I want to get into entrepreneurship too. So yeah, it's really like the main things. But like basketball wise, just like understanding my playing style.
Okay, so is it important for you to come in starting right away, or are you willing to?
Yeah, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do like I'll sacrifice like as long as like we winning, but I definitely want to start, but everything can't go my way. So I mean I'm willing to sacrifice things, but I would actually love to, start coming freshman in college.
So that goes into my next question for you. Do you want to be a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond?
Small fish in a big pond.
Elaborate on that, because I, in my opinion, I always wanted to be the big fish in a small pond. Meaning, when I go to a school, the school had to cater to me, not me trying to cater to the school or worrying about McDonald's All Americans coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just said that wrong. Yeah. I did not mean to say that. Yeah, definitely like me being a big fish in a small pond. Yeah.
The colleges, yeah. So meaning that they're gonna alter their system around you and play through you. In other words.
Yeah, for sure.
So are you one of those type of players that when you come out there, you find a way to get mad before each game, or is it just even kill? I know what I'm about to do to these people.
Yeah, I know what I'm about to do because I be analyzing people before games and stuff. So like I kind of already know what it is. So I just gotta be prepared for everything. But yeah.
So do you be like, you know what? Oh, their shoes untied, or they got K-Swiss on. I'm about to destroy them. Like, we'll be in your mind.
Something like that.
Let us know what be in the mind of a killer. What you be thinking before you get on that court?
I really just be like, I really don't even pay attention to the other players. I just be worried about my team and myself, to be honest. Like, I'm really not the type of person that just like they could be shooting bad in warm-ups. I don't base that off like how they are they good or bad. So it's just like I really don't be paying attention. It's just like I'll look towards the other like bench or the other side of the court, but I'll be like, she all right. Be like, she all right. It's just like, or I just talk to my team, be like, she look like she a shooter. Don't let her shoot. So yeah, that's really about it. I just be like, I gotta kill, we gotta win.
For sure. So. My next question for you, and I know this might be, you might not even be thinking about this right now, but do you have like your top 5 schools right now, or is it just focusing on the season and then you'll worry about that when it happens?
Yeah, I don't have any top schools right now. I'm really just building relationships with the coaches right now. But yeah, I'm just focused like on playoffs right now. So yeah.
Okay, so who all do you have included in helping you to make this decision? I mean, is it something that you want to make on your own, or are you including your coach and family?
Yeah, of course. I'm A-Dub and my dad are the 2 main people, and probably like my AU coach, Coach Taylor. So those probably the 3 main people, but the 2 main people is my dad and A-Dub.
So that goes right into my
next question. Big announcement. You want to make it on this show? I'm just saying.
What'd you say?
When you make that big announcement, you want to make it on this show? I'm just saying.
I can if you want me to.
Money, you gonna bless us? You gonna bless us like that when you do your decision for school?
I can.
That's
huge.
That's love. So my next question for you is, because you kept bringing this up, and I know how important he is in my life, but explain how important A-Dub is in your life.
That's really like an uncle to me. Like we've been together since I was 7 to 8 years old. So like he do a lot for me. It's not even all about basketball with him. He come over my house. We watch footage. He just be helping me a lot. So like I really appreciate him. Like without him, it's just like there's no money, like literally. So yeah, it's just he works on a lot with me. He like knows what I could do. So he get on me like extra harder than anybody else. So it's really, he just like family. Like I can't even elaborate on that because he's just important, like a lot. So I really appreciate him for that. Everything he does for me.
Is that where the nickname Money came from? Explain where you got the nickname Money from.
Yeah, it's been like since I was 9, 10, maybe 11. Nah, it was probably like since I was 13, I think he gave me that nickname. But he basically says like money make the world go round. So basically, like anything, like whenever I'm on the court, like anything can happen basically. So that's where he basically get the money nickname from.
Okay, so what other sports do you enjoy besides basketball? Like to take your mind off things, or is it basketball just year round?
No, I used to play baseball. So that's another sport I enjoy. I stopped playing baseball about a few years ago, but because just to focus on basketball. So, yeah.
So it's funny. I don't know if you remember this, Money, but the first time I seen you play, I think you were in the 8th going to high school, if I'm not mistaken. Me, your dad, A-Dub, they had a camp, like a high school camp. And we all came, and I was helping them work. I think I was helping them ref the game, actually. But they wanted me to ref some game, but I kept coming to your game. So they kept getting mad at me because I kept leaving where I was supposed to be to come watch you play. But by far, you was the best player at a high school camp, and you was only in the 8th going to the 9th, man. So just explain, like, to me, like, your mindset. Like, do you truly feel like you're the best player on the floor every time you touch it?
Yeah, for sure. I probably don't like act like it all the time because like I'm really like a humble type of player. I really don't talk a lot, to be honest. But I truly feel like I'm the best player all the time on the court. It's just some people don't think I believe it all the time, but deep inside I do. But I definitely got that mindset. Like when I always feel like, well, when I start playing up 2 years up all the time, and I was really like the best player on the court, that's when I finally realized, like, yeah, like, yeah, I gotta be the best player on the court at all times. So when I finally got into that mindset, I had to just show out all the time so people will believe it like I do. Yeah.
I like that mindset. Money. Okay, so we're looking for a repeat this year and next year, right?
Yeah,
back to back.
For sure.
Going down.
Yeah.
Are you willing to guarantee it right here?
Yes. Got you.
My next question for you, man, and I know you, but our viewers don't, man. Explain how important your mom and dad is in your life and in your basketball world, because to me, them are your number 1 or 2 biggest fans.
Yeah, they are. They really supportive. Like my mom be helping me with a whole bunch of health things. Like she just be keeping me up like with my health, and yeah, she filmed my games, all of my games, my high school games. So without her, it's like it's nothing, to be honest. Like she like my day one. So yeah, my mom is definitely a big part of me. And my dad, he's a coach, dad, all of it. So yeah, he gets on me, but I still love that dude. So yeah, they my number 2. They both of my support system. So, and my little brother also. That's like my number 1 big fan too. So yeah.
After a big game, is it let's go home and be a family, or is it money? This is what we need to work on. This is what you missed.
You say after games?
Yeah, after a big game.
It's both. It's both. So like, I actually asked my dad, like, even if we won, like, what could I've done better, or like, what did you see as a team? What we could have done better? Even if I like have the game like a bad game, it's just I still ask them, or I just watch footage as soon as I get home on a loss or a win. So, and then after that, after we discuss those things, it's pretty much normal, to be honest.
Skip, you mute.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm talking and I didn't even see. So I want to know this, because your dad, my guy. Do he be always just on you, or is it just more? Is it because I know he's a coach too? So is it more like just being dad, or is it just him being coach all the time?
Nah, he don't always be on me. He kind of calmed that down. He used to be a lot, but he finally realized like I could handle things on my own now. So, you know, he pretty much let me do my own thing. Like he realized I don't be needing him sometimes. So it's just like sometimes he'll get on me, but it's not as much as it used to be. So he just let me figure it out on my own first, and then when I need him, I go to him, and then he tell me what to do. But yeah, that's pretty much all now these days.
Okay, so if you roll the ball out in the driveway, who wins, Dad or you?
You said roll the ball?
Roll the ball out the driveway, who wins, you or Dad?
I'm winning. I win for sure. I gotta win. I won versus him last time, but he probably go make an excuse. Probably said he was kind of sore or something. But you know, I still kind of be losing to him sometimes, but you know, it's all right.
So when you lose, you got to run it back, or?
Oh yeah, I be asking him to run it back, but sometimes he don't want to. Sometimes
I'm about to say, I know he don't.
Yeah, he just hold that dub on for like a few months. And then I ask him to do it again, and then we play.
One of my last questions, well, my second from last question for you is, what is your legacy that you want to leave behind in high school? When people think of you, what you want them to think of?
Let me see. I gotta actually think about this one. One of the best scoring guards at the school. Like, I actually wanted to beat all the records at that school, like of assists, rebounds, and all of that. So, yeah, I just want to, break all those records, and you know, people remember me as, you know, money breaking all the records at the school. You know, like a cool person. I really can't, like, I don't know. It's a good question, but I just really wanted to like beat all the records and, you know, having 2 straight state championships, to be honest. I really don't even care, to be honest. Like, I'll be whatever people view me as.
Okay, before he hits you with the big question, let me ask you, this year, do you guys play with a mask? Has it affected your play, or do you like playing with the mask?
Nah, I do not like playing with that mask at all. But at first it was affecting me. Like, I couldn't breathe really, but like we was in practices, we had to practice with it like over our nose, because usually it'd be below our nose. So like the first games they was complaining about our masks not being over our nose. So we just had to keep practicing with our nose, with it over nose, so we could get used to it. But like now, like, yes, it still bothers me a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to. But it just, when they keep complaining about us like having it now over our nose, it kind of, I'm getting tired fast. But yeah, it's really, I don't like the mask at all. Nah,
You be
it's
swagging it though.
dangerous, to be honest. Huh?
You be swagging it though. Look like you be enjoying having it on when you be getting them buckets with it be on.
Nah, it's because I be cheating sometimes. I either like do a whole bunch of stuff with the mask that don't be noticing. So I got my little tricks with the mask.
Don't give them out.
Yeah.
Do not give them out.
I won't.
One of my favorite segment on the shows is Cub Bench Start. So I'm gonna give you 3 players. You got to cut one, bench one, start one. You ready?
Yeah.
You got Mya Petticord, Diana Taurasi, and Elena Deladon. You got to cut, bench, start one.
Ooh. I'm starting Diana. And You said Maya Moore.
Or Deladon.
I'm cutting. Maya Moore kind of old now, so I probably gotta.
But she still get buckets though. She still get buckets.
They too.
Taurasi old too though.
She still get buckets.
Taurasi the oldest.
She still get buckets too. I probably gotta cut Deladon probably.
And let Maya come off the bench.
Yeah.
So who scored the smoothest then? Who the smoothest out of all of them to you? Like was scoring the ball?
Diana. Yeah.
All right, my last question for you is: who would you like to see on this podcast? And if you got the plug, you got to plug this.
Who I would like to see?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have nobody that would. It could be anybody. Just like.
Well, make sure you got the plug first, so you can plug us. So whoever you say, you got to make sure you plug us. Like, yeah, get on the podcast.
I can't even think of nobody. So I just like, I really don't even have nobody. I would say some.
So if you was watching the podcast, who you got the plug for us? You gonna plug us with the famous people?
Probably like I don't even be talking to nobody. I don't really be talking to nobody. So like I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you.
You don't got a teammate?
It could be a teammate
that you would like to
My teammates be boring sometimes.
No.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. We ain't gonna wreck your brain. But one thing I want to say is, man, we appreciate you on here. Good luck, man. I hope you go back to back. I hope you do everything you want to do. I know you. To me, in my opinion, you're gonna win Miss Basketball. You're gonna be a McDonald's All-American. Just keep God first, and like you said, man, if you need anything, just let me know.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Anything you want to shout out any of your social media or anything like that, or?
Oh yeah. My Instagram is money3.2_.
Okay.
And yeah.
Got anything else, Vince?
Luck to you. So proud of you, and you got us following you too. We fans.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
I do have one other question. Where did you get that, or how, or where, or when did you learn that hezzy? That hezzy is nasty.
Either Coach A-Dub probably got a little of it. Helped me learn it, but I mean, I just be moving, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just be moving.
I told Vince, we had this conversation about, what was it, like women's UConn basketball beating a smaller time school. And I said, small boys college. And I said, maybe, but in a full game, I don't think so, just for sheer physical.
I think UConn will beat a small university men's team.
Ooh, probably, yeah.
So, but after
that,
yeah,
unless the boys just be posting everybody up.
And that was my thing. But after seeing some of your highlights, I said, oh man, she'll probably drop me, man. And I said, she'll probably drop Vince too. Vince said, no, I'm gonna push her down. I said, well, damn, man.
Yeah. I'm a point guard. I'm sitting down. No,
Hey, but the funniest thing I told him is, if he was to push you down, you gonna get up and be ready to either fight or you gonna do the same move again.
All right, guys. I do appreciate you having me on, Mya.
For sure. Thank you.
All right.
Good luck this year too.
Good luck and everything.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Tell your dad I said hello too.
I will.
Okay.
Pull from the hip 4/5, I'm the shooter. Dog, I do ya. But the two don't discriminate, cause I shoot the guy next to ya. I can see